Hey guys, it is Anthony with Top String Lacrosse, and we're back with you to break down and review the all-new ECD Lacrosse Carbon 4.0 shafts. It has been 3 years. They last dropped the 3.0 in 2022. So this is a whole new refresh with some cool looks and some decent features to them. So let's get into those details. And the first key detail that we're going to go over with the Carbon 4.0 is the design and the feel of these handles. So with the Carbon 4, they're going to continue on with their powder coat finish that they've always done with the Carbon series. And the Carbon 4.0 is going to have a slightly more aggressive powder coat finish than the 3.0. You can definitely notice that in your hands. Not as aggressive as, something like the Epoch shafts that had the sandpaper kind of blast to it. Nothing like that, but just slightly more aggressive than you would have had with the 3.0. And the other thing was with the shape of the 4.0, it's going to continue on as the same exact shape as the 3.0. Just feels right and nice in your hands, that kind of standard shade finish to it. And when it comes to the look of the Carbon 4.0 shaft, as always, ECD does a nice clean look to them. On the back spine, you have the diagonal line in either a light gray or white, depending on the color of the shaft. And then on the side, you have the carbon with the stylized 4, so that's a really cool look to it. ECD logo on the side as well. And on that back spine too, you have the information on the handle down to the flex. So a nice clean look to these shafts. So the next thing is going to be the color of these shafts, as you can see. So the 30-inch attack midi shaft is going to come in black and white. And the 60-inch D poles are going to come in black and white as well. But ECD on those attack midis and those 30 inches are going to have a chrome series to them as well, where they're going to come in green and blue, red, and then that silver chrome. Nice clean looks to them. So these are just going to be on those 30-inch attack midis, but they are definitely a nice look to these. These aren't going to be limited edition, but they're going to be a limited quantity. So what they made is what they made, but they should be around for a while. But whatever they do with those, that will be the last of them. And for the second key detail with the Carbon 4.0 is going to be on the durability and the flex. So starting with that flex, these are going to be a Flex 5. It's obviously just kind of like right in the middle ground, which ECD has said that they have optimized the Flex 5. So that's definitely a nice detail there. And I think that really pairs into the increased durability of the Carbon 4.0. And so the one thing that we notice, because it's not really a materials aspect with this, but the one thing that we notice, especially if you look down from the top of the shaft down, especially around the corners, those inverted corners of the shape of the handle, there's definitely a thicker material there when you compare that to the 3.0, especially around, like I said, especially around those inverted corners, that extra material, especially on those slashes. That's going to give you a nice additional durability of those handles. So kind of like those under the radar kind of things with that thickness on the core. So that's a nice detail there, and hopefully we're getting a lot more durability with the handles. And the next key detail with the Carbon 4.0s is going to be the weight, which kind of goes in line with that durability, and a question that you guys ask us usually first right off the bat all the time. So when we did our weighing of the handles, we weighed them without the sliding end cap that ECD puts on their handles, because some of you don't use that, some of you tape it up. So we went all the way down just to the end piece that inserts into the handle, not the sliding end cap. So in comparison with the 3.0 handles, when the 30-inch attack midi handles, the 3.0 weighed in at 5.8 ounces without that sliding end cap, and the 4.0s weigh in at 6 ounces. So slightly heavier. And again, we talked about that extra material on the inside core, which we think that's really what's going to bring the added durability. So we're going to add a little bit of weight there. And then with those 60-inch D poles, the 3.0, again, without that sliding end cap, weighed in at 13.1 ounces, and the 4.0 actually weighs in at the same exact. So that's what we're really thinking with the weight there, what they weighed in, and then with that durability. We think that extra little bit of weight is going to be a good thing when it comes to the 4.0s, because we're all looking for that increased durability when it comes to our handles. And the next key detail when it comes to the Carbon 4.0 is going to be the player profile. Who are these handles for? And the really, really nice thing with the regular Carbon series of handles is they've been a great all-around shaft for players of all skill and age. They're a nice entryway into having a composite handle. And there's some players at a high level that still swear by the standard Carbon series of handles. And ECD has earned that, especially going into its 4th iteration. So player profile for these, whether you're a tech midi or a long pole player, you're looking for either an entry into the Composite series of shafts, or just looking for that quality and durability. Carbon 4.0 is going to be for all players. So to wrap up all the key details when it comes to the ECD Carbon 4.0, the first thing we say is it's the same shape as the Carbon series, that standard ECD shape. Nothing changed there. Next thing is going to be the increased slight texture with that powder finish that EC does. Nothing too aggressive. The other thing will be the chrome options in the 30-inch attack midi handle of red, blue, green, and silver. We're going to have increased durability. We talked about that extra kind of material thicker on the inside coring. There's going to be optimized Flex 5, so increased there. And then for the player profile, this is going to be an all-around, all-positions handle, whether you're just starting out, getting into a composite handle, or some of our high-level players that swear by the Carbon series. This handle will be for everyone. And for the release date information of the ECD Carbon 4.0 shafts, they'll be releasing September 25th at 10 a.m. And for the pricing for these, the 30-inch attack midi handle in white and black will come in at $124.99, and the chrome options will be $134.99. And those 60-inch defensive shafts will be in white or black, will come in at $199.99. So you could pick up yours with us by shopping us online at topstringlacrosse.com, or pick up yours in each of our Top String Lacrosse locations. In the description down below, put the direct links so you get yours as quick as possible. Pick them up with us at topstringlacrosse.com. So that wraps up our review and breakdown of the all-new ECD Carbon 4.0 shafts. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below. We'll make sure we get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for always watching our reviews and breakdowns. We always want to make sure that you know all the details of the latest products and if they're right for you. So please do us a favor, hit the subscribe button down here. In the description down below, we'll have all of our links to our social media feeds. Please do us a favor, make sure you have those followed as well. Thanks as always for watching. We'll see you guys out there.